Hello and welcome to my fourth mechwarrior commentary. Today I wanted to talk about mech preferences. Alright, so this game has a lot of different mechs, but there isn't yet a mech lab, so they have variants. Today I wanted to talk about which variants I like and why I like them, so I can hopefully give you guys some tips on which mech variants are useful and which are just plain like awful. Alright, so the first variant, the Bushwhacker D. Why I like it? Well, just look at the footage. This mech can just keep on firing with the two medium X-pulse lasers and the large X-pulse laser, and the two streak-enabled SRAM 6s are very useful because they will shake the HUD of your target and will do some pretty decent damage. The ability to fire constantly comes with a downside, and the downside is that this mech will overheat pretty often. So don't be afraid to use those coolants, and whenever you run out of them, go back to base to resupply. Alright, so now I wanted to say something about this map. I really love this map. It's actually one of the maps that has a day-night cycle on it, and you really have to use night vision here because it gets really dark. And that changes the gameplay, because some weapons are more useful when it's dark than others, and you have to take that in consideration. For example, look at these lasers. They're so bright that people can see you from all across the map. And explosion animations, they're even brighter than normal, so it's even harder to see through them when you get fired by missiles. It's really something you have to take into consideration, and I tend to take other mechs when it's dark than I would normally do. Alright, because I can't show every mech I like in this video, I'm now going to tell something about the realy. I really like that mech. You can take it straight from the start. It has 4 medium pulse lasers and 2 machine guns. It's a bit slower than the Owens, but I consider it to have more firepower because the 4 medium pulse lasers are easy to use and they will deal a ton of damage. Although both the realy and the Owens have their weapons mounted at their arms, which makes them pretty vulnerable, and the Owens B is a bit faster than the realy. I still prefer the realy, and I almost always choose it as my starting mech. Here I actually have some footage of one of the problems that I have with the Bushwhacker, and that is that its turning speed is pretty slow, and because of that you have to practically stand still and turn in order to keep up with the mech that's circling around you, but the Bushwhacker's armor compensates for that. Here I actually have some footage of a tactic I told in a different video, and that is with the Owens and Euler, first aim at the arm, then the most damaged side torso until it blows up. You can see here that it's very effective. Alright, so now I'm going to switch over to footage of a different mech. It's the Loki E. It has 2 Clan Ultra Auto Cannon 10s, 1 streak enabled Clan SRAM 6, 2 Clan extended range medium beam lasers and 2 machine guns. So I talked about this mech in a different video and I'm not going to talk about it again. I'm just going to tell the advantages of using this mech during night time and the different advantages the weapons have. One of the advantages of using this mech during nighttime is look at how bright the Ultra Auto Cannon explosions are. I can tell you for a fact that person isn't going to be able to see anything, and I just turned my radar off so he won't be able to target me using his radar. He just has to target me on sight, and that's going to be very hard with that bright white explosion in his face. Actually, I turned so confident when I saw he lost an arm that I went in for the kill. I mean, there are 2 autocannons on that arm, and that means that he's going to deal not a whole lot of damage, and I have all my armor left, while he lost half of that earlier fight and my harassment with my Ultra Autocannon. So as you could see, he ejected pretty quickly when he saw he couldn't win this fight anymore. I killed his mech, but sadly it went crit, so it meant I had to get the hell out of there. Actually, this is a very good time to talk about one of the other things you have to take in consideration when you're fighting at night, and that is EMP damage. EMP damage will shut down electronical equipment on your mech, so you won't be able to use your targeting, radar or night vision. These 3 things are very important during night fighting, and I recommend not getting hit by EMP blasts. This footage brings me to another mech, the madcat Mark II variant D. It has 4 Clan extended range medium beam lasers, 2 Clan extended range PPCs and 2 Clan LRM 15s. It has 12 double heat sinks to compensate for all the heat it produces, and that means this mech doesn't have the problem as the Prime variant has. The Prime variant has no heat sinks and it has jump jets. That mech is overheating quite a lot. This mech, it isn't. You would expect it to, but it has 12 double heat sinks to compensate for it. I actually do have to say, the footage I'm showing you right now is of the prime variant, not of the D variant. The D variant will be up next. Another advantage of this mech is that you can use the 4 medium beam lasers to take out aerospace. Normally you should use ammunition type weapons like missiles and ballistics, but with 4 medium beam lasers they will do the job just fine. Another thing I have to say is the D variant lacks mobility. It doesn't have jump jets, and honestly that's quite a problem, and I can't really recommend that mech unless you're fighting at night, because the prime variant is, in my opinion, better and it's cheaper. So I would just save up for a Dashi or something, because they are just better. Another problem with not having jump jets is you can get bombed or taken out by aerospace quite easily, and that's just another reason why I prefer the prime variant above the D variant. But once again, it's personal choice, although I do get taken out by aerospace in the next bit. And that brings us to channel related news. I want to apologize for me taking such a long time to get this video up. There's no excuse for it, but I just couldn't find the motivation and the inspiration I needed for this video. I hope that will be gone when Crisis 3 comes out, because I'm really looking forward to that game. And I'm doing this just all as a hobby. I'm not expecting it to become anything more than a hobby. So once again would like to ask, put in the comments what you thought about the video and how I can improve it, so that I know how to improve my future videos. And don't forget to rate and subscribe. This was Das19. Hope to see you next time.